Hey, what's good, y'all? Top of the morning, man. Um, Yesterday I had deleted a video I had made about Ryan Garcia because I had some dates mixed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was thinking about, but I like to have my shit right. You know what I mean? And be on point and make sure everything is accurate. I don't like giving out false information, unlike a whole lot of other people on here who seem to thrive on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Lying, being deceptive. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hypocritical, turncoats, uh, buck dancers, bootlickers, all of the above, man. It's like Mike Epps said. I see why he say he, you know what I'm saying? He about to sell out because I mean, like he said, when you keep it real and shit, see, because he probably would have been way ahead if he got down with certain shit. But you can tell now. I mean, I don't know what he about to do. But like I say, he got this Netflix special now after he said he was going to sell out because it ain't no money in keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? You be broke when you real. You see what I'm saying? And it just it I mean, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Because see, most of the people that got money and that own that run shit, they funny style for the most part. The men and the women, they funny style. You know what I'm saying? And they want certain favors and they got certain fetishes and shit like that. You know what I mean? And they get a kick or they get a thrill out of knowing that they can break someone down or convince someone or talk someone into doing something that they normally wouldn't do. To them, that's some they get a rush out of that type of shit. The same type of rush they get when they extract um, adrenochrome from these children. You see what I'm saying? Adrenochrome. See that's another video as well. See, adrenochrome is like a um, adrenochrome is something that derives in the blood when a child is at his or her highest extent of fear. You see what I'm saying? And these big wigs, see, they have these kids behind the scene that Ryan Garcia was talking about. See, some of the stuff they do to these kids, the ones that they I mean, because I'm pretty sure after that they have to discard the kids, whether they eat them or whatever it is that they do. Um, Once this child has been frightened, okay, they do things to frighten these children so they can see the fear. Once they see that fear, they cut the child's wrist or neck and they drink the blood. And this blood is supposed to, um, uh, how can I say it? It's supposed to make them youthful, okay? It's supposed to make them youthful longer. Or at least that's what they believe. Um, But like I say, that's another story, man. You know, what I've come to see is that I'm speaking to a lot of ignoramuses on here or people who look at things on the surface. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to think outside of the box. There are a selected few on here. There are a selected few. I know I kind of got on Asante L a little bit, but Asante L is one of the selected few that understands what's going on. You know what I mean? I give credit where credit is due. Once again, I'm not a hater. I consider myself to be, you know what I'm saying, a real one. Um, it's hard to get through to individuals who only see things one way, and they feel comfortable looking at it just one way. You know what I'm saying? These are the people who I consider dangerous. You know what I mean? These are the people that'll turn you in. These are the people that, you can't tell them everything. If something were to, you know what I'm saying, you can't tell people and shit. Where you got stashes and shit at, and if something were to happen, you know what I'm saying, man, these people probably come try to do something to you, take your life. You can't trust people that show characteristics like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful. With that being said, I mentioned in the video that I had deleted that Ryan Garcia predicted the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, falling, or he didn't predict it exactly, but he tweeted before March 26th that on March 26th, something really bad is going to happen in Baltimore. Now the man told you he done seen some shit, so that means he obviously knows it's no way in hell you can get the day and something really, really bad happening in the exact city that you say. You know, it's funny. I made a community post, man, and I showed where people could go and watch the video, man, and I showed where it was in the tweet. You know, that shit got 1 like, and I'm thinking like, damn, yo, what is people scared or something? Is it the people on here that's scared, or is it just YouTube messing with me? You know what I mean? You know, every time I get a subscriber, they take it. They've been doing this shit for the last month, a little over a month now. $6.90, get me up to $6.99, bring me back down to $6.94, up to $6.98, bring me back down to $6.95. You know what I'm saying? Back up to $6.99, back down to $6.93. Now I'm at $6.92. You know what I mean? That's what they do. As soon as they say something, look, I'm telling you, man. It's like you getting paid, right? You getting paid, and you thinking you getting paid, but for every dollar you getting paid and you putting in the bank is putting you at a negative for every fucking dollar. You think you got $1 in the bank, you actually got negative $1. You think you got $20 in the bank, you got negative 20. That's what the fuck YouTube is doing to me right now, and I'm not even a monetized channel that they're paying. So it don't matter to me how many subscribers a lot of people got because they paid for most of them. You know what I'm saying? And me with my little bit of subscribers, I got these fools on here scared. They scared of me reporting my videos and shit. A nigga with under 700 subscribers, bro. So, I mean, I'm going to keep doing it because it's obviously, you know, I'm obviously getting through, you know what I'm saying, to people anytime they messing with my channel like that. So, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen nobody with a small channel get picked with like me. I ain't never seen it, bro. So, you know, it's obvious I got some type of gift of gab, man, to get through to the people. Whether they want to admit it or whether they like what I'm saying, they listening. You know what I'm saying? They hearing it, you know, and real recognize real. And I'm hoping that real will persevere over all of the fake bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we shall see. I just want to know, man, why ain't nobody speaking on this? They called the man crazy, you know what I'm saying? He conspiracy theorist, he losing his mind, he need a mental evaluation. But he just predicted something catastrophic. Catastrophic. Okay, that's the wrong pronunciation. So, this, nothing to see. Nobody got nothing to say about that. I mean, I know it ain't a lot of people from the Maryland area and shit like that. You know what I mean? I live in Maryland. I travel that bridge when I go to Baltimore. Well, not all the time. You don't have to go across that to get to Baltimore. I think that's to get into, I think that takes you into, if I'm not mistaken, like Anne Arundel County, I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get to Anne Arundel County. Don't quote me on that because, like I said, I'm not from that area. You know what I'm saying? I stay an hour and a half away, but I'm familiar with Baltimore. That's crazy, man. Look, how can somebody that's crazy be right? How can you call somebody crazy and they right about shit? What would you say if he could show you, you know what I'm saying, like pictures of what was going on with them kids? I know he can't, but what if he could? Y'all would probably you would try to diminish that or downplay that. You would say that it's photoshopped or some shit like that. It would have to be an actual video. Then you would try to say, oh, that ain't real. That's digitally animated and all this shit. Anything to protect, bruh. Like they trying to protect Diddy. Anything to protect these people because it ain't just the money, man. I told y'all a lot of these people are like that. They just in the closet. They trying to carry it, you know what I'm saying? Or give off this persona as if, you know, they so 100, they straight, they against this, they against that. Inwardly, they gotta partake in it in order to keep making millions and millions of dollars. They have to partake in it. They have to partake in it. They have to partake in it. Especially non-whites. Now, non-whites do stuff too. But I'm going to say it's more leniency when they fuck up. They will get them. You saw what they did to, what's his name? Shit. God damn it. His name is right on the tip of my tongue. The white man that killed himself, the Robin Williams. I think that's his name, Robin Williams. The only white guy that I ever saw in a movie wearing a dress. Huh? They say he hung himself or he committed suicide and shit. Yeah, see, that all that is intertwined into things. You see what I'm saying? You know, see, they say he did that to himself, and he very may well have. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always, I mean, with us, it seemed like it'd be more, like suspicious shit going on, when it's somebody black, like I say with Sonny Liston. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, this man is afraid of needles. Everybody who knows him knew he was afraid of needles or he was afraid of airplanes. But when they find him, it's a needle in his arm, and he overdosed from that. So they trying to say he killed himself. Nothing never came of that. But we do know that this man was involved with the mob. They used to send him to handle hits and shit like that. Yeah, he used to do hits for the mob. Sonny Liston. Now, I don't know if that second fight with Cassius Clay, sealed his fate. I don't know if they thought he threw the fight. I don't know what the situation was. But they never found out what happened to him. That shit is in boxing, in movies, in music, in any type of entertainment, okay? Where people are watching and listening. They're there. You know what I'm saying? It's all together. All of that shit. Your football games is rigged. Your basketball games is rigged. Your baseball game, all of that shit. Okay? All of it. All of it. Floyd Mayweather knows about the Bohemian Grove and all of that shit that's going on behind the scenes. Tank Davis knows about it. Leonard Ellerby knows about it. Al Heyman knows about it. Errol Spence knows about it. All them motherfuckers know about it. If they making that type of money. Errol Spence was bucking up against certain shit. They let Terrence Crawford cheat him. Okay? Even though Terrence Crawford probably would have outpointed him anyway. It wouldn't have looked like that. But Terrence Crawford would have probably outpointed Errol Spence, man. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He had got in a second accident waiting for fucking Crawford. When they jammed, they tore the whole front of his car off, bro. God damn. We don't know what type of injuries the man had that he just wanted to ignore because he wanted that goddamn money and wanted to get the fight out the way. Got people doing a coin toss, got Mike Tyson crooked ass intertwined into this fight. You already know when you see Mike Tyson, there's some bullshit going on. And I hope Jake Paul beat the shit out of Mike Tyson, which I believe that he is. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the end of Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? The ear biter, what did he do? The crazy, animalistic guy that talk to white reporters any type of way, tell white men you're going to, make him your boyfriend and you're going to F him in that and all this type of shit. You feel me? I mean, we can go on forever, man. I mean, but as of now, because Mike is what they consider a good old boy. You see what I'm saying? See, when Mike was Mike, they had an issue with certain shit. Like they had an issue with Muhammad Ali when he was telling the truth. Once they silenced him with whatever they injected him with, okay? Like I say, he went over to Africa a few times. You have to take get certain immunization shots so you won't get sick and die over there from not being able to live in their atmosphere. This is for all of you people who want to keep claiming Africa. Your ass can't even go out over there without getting shots in your arm in order for you to survive. But yet you from Africa, but why can't your body just adapt automatically? Being that, your ancestors is from there, shouldn't that shit be in you? Huh? Try to go your ass over there without the immunization shot. I bet you won't come back. That'll be your last trip, motherfucker. But guess what? The Africans don't need no shots to come over here. Ain't that something? They don't need immunization shots to come over here. I ain't never heard of it. And they can go back and be just fine. You can't. See how that go? So, man, I'm just saying, man. People got to wake up. People got to stop trying to incorporate themselves with things. Most of you black people here are relatives, okay? You are the descendants of the original inhabitants of this land that they called North America, who they named after the Spaniard Amerigo Vespucci, okay? There were free people already here before the colonizers came. There were already free dark people here. And other complected people here of different tribes and things of that nature. So what make you think that because they brought a few Africans over here, that you was a part of them goddamn slave ships? What make you think that when we got a whole, you live it, it's a whole goddamn 50 states over here? What you think it was just land over this motherfucker? You ignorant Negro. You don't think it was nothing inhabiting it? Jesus, who am I? Who, I don't even know. It's like I be talking to myself half the time on this motherfucker, bro. This is crazy. You know what I mean? I ain't a know-it-all. I don't know everything, but I know what I know. Dude, I got an 8th grade education, man. An 8th grade education. Everything that I know, I taught myself. They ain't teach me hard. They taught me a little bit of shit in school, but in the 8th grade, how much can they teach you up into the 8th grade, bro? Only thing them motherfuckers taught me, and I aced that shit. I got an A- on it. I wrote a report about the bombing in the atomic bombs that they dropped in Hiroshima, Japan. Huh? The designer of the bombs was called, his name was Robert L. Oppenheimer. I learned this in the 8th fucking grade. I aced that shit. Robert L. Oppenheimer, he made 2 bombs called Fat Boy and Little Man. I remember this from the 8th fucking grade. I aced that test. It wasn't, I wrote a report, it was 1 page and a little bit on the back. A-. Huh? Easy work. You either got it or you don't. You ain't got to have no high school, I'm talking bachelors and masters and all of this type of shit, because what you learn is their rhetoric of what they want you to learn for a specific job. It gives you credentials to apply for a specific type of work, specific type of profession that pays a substantial amount of money. It don't mean you smart. You just smart in that area. Don't ever get it twisted. Yeah, you got a degree in that area, huh? How do all these smart people that's with these college degrees, how do they get taken advantage of by street people, by scammers and shit? You supposed to be so smart, right? See? Man, yo, telling you, bro. People got to wake up, man. Stop believing everything you hear. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Be very mindful, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to use your critical thinking skills these days, man. Everything really isn't what it seems. It's really not. Just because a person got a big, nice vehicle, man, a nice looking vehicle, bro, how do you know that they got it like that? How do you know they don't just have good credit and they broke and they struggling to keep gas in that motherfucker? They just trying to keep up with the masses. You feel me? They just trying to follow the crowd or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trying to outdo people, trying to be competitive. And know that they not they living above their means, knowing that they can't really afford that shit. They struggling just to look good. For who? For people that just gonna fucking hate on you 9 times out of 10 anyway. You fuck around and get murdered for nothing. Literally. All you got is that car. Don't even got no fucking money in your pocket. Motherfucker don't even know that. They thinking all because you trying to, impress motherfuckers. For what? Be you. Be yourself, man. People might not like it at first, but at the end of the day, real recognize real. They gon' recognize that you being yourself and you standing out from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? The important people that you meet in your life, they're gonna respect that type of shit. All the people that are how can I say it, insignificant or whatever, they're the ones that you gonna fall out with, you gonna have issues with and all that type of shit because they was fake. Once they see that you stay one way, they can't stay one way. See, they gotta show their true colors after a while. It's only but so long they can play that role. See, that's the difference between a real one and a fake one. So, if these rappers is making money, millions and millions of dollars, and they keep making millions and millions of dollars and they stand in the limelight, or you see them, they ain't been around, you ain't seen them in years, and then they come out and then they start making all this money out of nowhere. They got down with something, okay? They got down with something. They made some sort of sacrifice, or they got down with something. Trust and believe. When you see them wearing them dark ass shades, it means something. When you see them wearing checkerboard colors, it means something. When you see red and black on their album covers, it means something. This shit go way, 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 way back to Sam Cooke and them, man. Huh? Billie Holiday and them, way, way, way back. Hell, look at Rick James' album covers. Look at some of his album covers, all that red and black and his shit. Now, you know he was getting down. You're very thinking, girl. And see, them type of guys, back then, I guess that was the shit for a nigga to act feminine. El DeBarge and, Chico DeBarge, Prince coming out there with his ass half out and shit like, well, ass out. I mean, I'm just saying, all of them took oaths, man. People be feeling sorry for him when they die, but they took oaths. They got Mike when he was young, so I feel more sorry for Mike. But Mike, his parents, they signed him over to the industry. Michael Jackson is holding up the OK sign over his eye when he was with the Jackson 5, man. He couldn't have been no more than fucking 11 years old, bro. He's on the cover doing that shit, just as clear as day. Look it up. It'll pop up. Michael Jackson holds, young Michael Jackson holds Illuminati sign over eye. Look it up. I mean, what? Y'all can keep living in fairy tales, acting like shit don't exist because you want to be in the public eye. You want to mimic these goddamn rappers so bad. Go ahead, mimic them. Go ahead. Do what they doing. Go ahead. Be a rapper. Be an entertainer. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because if you make it and you get to a certain level, they're going to introduce you to some shit. Now, let's just hope. Let's just hope you built for that shit. Huh? Let's just hope your conscience, right, is you got a strong enough conscience as to where you can act like that shit ain't nothing and you can keep performing, right? Keep writing your little songs and keep, reading your little parts, whatever it is you need to do for whatever type of entertainment you're putting out. These people be doing drugs and going crazy and doing all these weird shit to get their mind off of the shit they know is going on. They have to perform until they die. Huh? You don't just sell your soul. You sell you. Goddammit. All of you. You do what they say, or they get rid of your ass, or they make you look crazy to the public. At the end of the day. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.